A year back, in my office, there was each day of Navaratri dedicated and celebrated with certain kind of color. You would have also seen that Mumbai local train stations looking in the same color where people are dressed up in same color. In today's episode, we are going to explore what are these 9 colors or maybe Navaranga and what is that essence which is coming to Navaratri. You would have seen people wearing same color, putting their photographs on social media, largely but not restricted to women devotees or women celebrators on social media, putting the same color sari or maybe dress or maybe attire and putting it on the social media, Facebook or Instagram, etc. You would also see that many people start following this kind of a trend of wearing a dedicated color on each day of Navaratri. Though traditionally there is no relationship of any color to each day of Navaratri, this concept of wearing a same color attire on each day of Navaratri is recently developed conceptualization. However, we will also see in this episode what are these colors, what are these different colors, and what is their Indian philosophical background or maybe inception, not only restricted to India but India, Thailand and Cambodia. Traditionally, according to the parallel sciences or occult sciences, color therapy has been utilized by Indian subcontinent in a large way. For that matter, it is still practiced in India, Thailand and Cambodia. Each day of a week is dedicated to a certain planet, and then it is also having certain kind of confluence of a particular color which is lucky color for that day, and there are certain colors which are unlucky colors for that day. We will explore what are these 7 colors, 7 planets and their their dedicated colors to each of this day, and what could be the unlucky color not to wear on this particular day. So the concept of wearing a particular color dress on Navaratri day is not dependent on which day of Navaratri it is, but it is on which day the Navaratri day is coming, which means if it is a Monday, then a particular color, if it is a Tuesday, a particular color, so and so forth. So it is not so that first day of Navaratri this color, second day of Navaratri this color. No, it is a mapping of the week day and day, each day of Navaratri. We'll begin with Sunday. Sunday is dedicated to the king of the planets, that is the king of the solar system, that is Sun. In India, orange color is dedicated to Sun. However, in Thailand and Cambodia, it is a red color which is dedicated to Sun. There is an unlucky color to this thing which is blue in color, so it is said that on Sunday you should wear something which is orange in India or red in Thailand and Cambodia, and not to wear is blue color on Sunday. The second day of the week is Monday. It is dedicated to moon, and the color of that planet is white, and in Cambodia and Thailand it is light yellow or maybe a cream color which is dedicated to moon in Thailand and Cambodia. Red color is not accepted on Monday. The third day of the week is Tuesday. It is dedicated to Mars. Mars in India is also called as Mangal or Angara. Angar word itself shows red color or maybe burning color of a fire which is red in color, and in India it is taken as red color. However, in Thailand and Cambodia it goes as pink color, and the color which you should not wear on these days is yellow or white on Tuesday. The next day of the week is Wednesday. Wednesday is dedicated to Buddha or Mercury. The universally accepted color of Mercury is green. So in India, Cambodia and Thailand, green color is dedicated to this particular planet. The color which is not accepted on this day is pink in color. The next day of the week is Thursday, dedicated to Jupiter. In India, it is yellow color which is dedicated to Jupiter. However, in Thailand and Cambodia, it is orange or brown color which is dedicated to Jupiter, and purple color is not accepted on this particular day. The next day, that is Friday, dedicated to Venus. In India, any light color, light blue or any light shade is accepted for this particular planet. However, in Thailand and Cambodia, it is light blue which is accepted overall, and dark blue is not is considered to be unlucky to wear on this particular day. And the last day of the week is Saturday. Popularly, everyone or maybe most of us in India believe that you should not wear black on this particular day. However, there is a different connotation. This particular day is dedicated to Saturn. Purple or black color is accepted in Thailand and Cambodia, and anything which is black in shade or maybe blue, dark blue in shade is accepted in India. Particularly dark, pure black is not considered auspicious to be worn on this particular day, because black, total black color is also dedicated to Rahu, one of another planet in the Indian philosophy, and you should not bring that or maybe address or welcome Rahu with that color. And that is why in India many people believe that on Saturday you should not wear black color, or maybe overall black color should not be worn by people, because it calls Rahu. So Saturday is gray or anything which is coming into black shade, lighter black shade or dark blue is accepted in India. Which is not accepted is green color on this particular day. In Thailand, the king of Thailand, Adulya Tej, is born on Monday, and that is why a lot of Thai people wear yellow color on his birthday, and Thailand is decorated with yellow color on the birthday of the king. It is so amazing that we have so many colors dedicated to each of the planet and each day of the week. Many people follow this tradition. Why to restrict only to Navaratri this kind of a conceptualization? Why not to spread it across? And why not to celebrate each day of our life with multiple colors? We as a country is a colorful country. We utilize color during Holi, we utilize color during Rangoli, Diwali, and we have Navaratri now filled with so many colors. Why not to have these colors all across our life and make it more brighter and colorful? Wishing you a brighter and colorful life from Rukhe Hayat. Dhanyavad.